Hey, what's up everybody? This is Marks. I'm here with another Maple Insights video. I wanted to shoot a quick video today, fresh on the heels of President Trump announcing a lot of tariffs. He announced that yesterday in the Rose Garden at the White House. And I know that a lot of people have this on their mind. I do as well. How does this impact me? How does this impact my family? Notably, our monthly expenses that we have. Are we looking at a world of hurt ahead of us? What areas might impact us the most? So as I do with most things, I jump into Maple and I ask it a bunch of questions, give it a bunch of data, and have it give stuff back to me. So I want to come in here and I'm going to use Maple because Maple is a perfect tool for this, because I can give it all of my family expenses and trust that it is handling my data correctly. I'm not sharing my data with a third party. It's just me and the AI. So for this video, I have come up with fake data. I'm not giving you my real family expenses, but I've given you fake data. I'm typing this up as if it's just like an average family or a typical family. I don't know. I'm not trying to be super scientific with that part of it, but I think what I've landed on here is something that is somewhat indicative of quite a few families out there in America. And really, you could do this for any part of the world that you're in. All right, so we're going to start out with a new prompt here in Maple AI. I've actually written the prompt over here on the left, but I'm going to type it out just so I can kind of explain what I do as I type it. So you first want to tell it about yourself. Maybe I'll copy and paste a bit. So it's like, I have a family of 5, 2 adults, 3 children, living in the United States with a combined income of $85,000 per year. President Trump just announced that the USA is imposing sweeping tariffs on imports from most countries. I have a typo in there. So let's delete that. Okay, from most countries. So let's put that part in first. So this is just a bit of context to tell Maple, all right, here's some information about me and really where my mind is at, because Maple and a lot of AIs are just a chat. You just treat it as if you're chatting with a human. Okay, next part is you want to tell it, all right, here's what I'm worried about. Here's what I want to figure out. I'm concerned how it will impact my family's monthly expenses. Okay, so that's like our who am I, why am I here talking to you kind of thing. Now I'm going to hold down shift and hit return a couple times. Let's get to the next part where I say, this is what I'm going to give you. So I am providing my expenses from last month and the list of countries with tariff rates. So here's a bunch of data that I'm going to give you. Okay. Then let's create another paragraph. And then now I'm going to tell it what to do. Look at my monthly expenses and show me a new monthly budget of how tariffs will affect me. Show me the new budget amounts as well as how much each category changed, if it did at all, by dollars and percentage. Give me a total at the end too. So it's best if you are detailed and specific with AI. A lot of times we just want to say a few things and then have it give us back this perfect thing, and then we are upset when it doesn't come out the way that we were hoping. So be more specific. Break things up sometimes is even more helpful. Okay, so I've told it kind of the format that I want. I'm giving you this stuff, give me a new version of it, but also add a few things on the end. So let me hit shift and return a couple more times. Here are my monthly expenses. So I have like housing, mortgage, property taxes. This is assuming this family owns a home. Utilities with water, gas, electricity, groceries, entertainment category, emergency fund. They even save some money in there. Oh, yeah, that's savings emergency fund is all part of one. So yeah, they've got some stuff in here. So let me go ahead and paste that in. And then I will also, I grabbed these. So if I go over here to Safari, I'm on Reuters, and Reuters sourced it from the White House, but they published a list of all of the countries and the tariff amount, the tariff rate that is going to be imposed upon them. So I grabbed that. Just minimize this. And I turned it into a comma separated value list, just a CSV. So copy and paste that into there. And now let's see what Maple gives us. There it goes. Remember, this is encrypted. So I'm using the Maple app. This is the Maple desktop app. Surprise. It's not available yet, but it's coming. So this is the Maple desktop app. It encrypts it here on my Mac before sending to the servers. And so that way us at Maple don't know what you're chatting about. Okay, so here it is. It came back. It's saying, all right, I'm going to do this. Here are some assumptions that I'm making. And so it goes through and explains all the different assumptions that it has, the impact on housing, no direct impact, utilities, it doesn't have a direct impact on utilities, and then food costs with groceries, dining out, transportation, insurance. It goes through and hits all the categories. I will post screenshots of this online so people can look into details if they want to, but it's going to go through and do that. And now it's taking those assumptions and applying them to each category. Groceries, it thinks it's going to go up, by this amount, $800 up to $840. So a $40 increase, 5% increase. So it does this for each category. It gives me details. And now it comes down to what I was wanting, which was my new monthly budget. So my housing costs won't change. My utilities shouldn't change. Food is going to go up roughly 4%. It's looking like. And then transportation, 7% increase. Insurance, no change. Supposedly debt repayment, no change. Entertainment is going to go up by 4%. Education up by 7%. Savings, no change. Miscellaneous up 15%. So then my total monthly budget went from $6,300, increased by $172 up to $6,472, which is a change of 2.7%. So on a monthly basis, that's the increase. Now, I don't know that this is a, month by month, it's going to keep going up by 2%, or this is just a one-time hit that I'm going to take, or that remains to be seen. In fact, I could ask that question. Do you anticipate that that's the great thing about AI, is if you're sitting there like, oh man, I really wish I could ask a question about this. Well, guess what? You have this prompt. You can just ask a question. Do you anticipate that this will be an ongoing increase of 2.7% a month? Or is it a one-time thing? Show me an annual budget. Give it to me as a before and after tariff budget. Okay, let's see what it gives us. Thinking and encrypting. The 2.7% increase in monthly expenses is not expected to be an ongoing monthly increase. Rather, it's a one-time adjustment to account for the tariffs. So before tariffs, my total annual budget was $75,600. After tariffs, my annual budget is $77,664 for an increase of 2.7%. So this is obviously not 100% accurate. This is working off fake data. It does not know exactly what products I buy, but it's making assumptions based off of what it understands of generalities of what people in the United States purchase, where products are sourced from, supply chains, all that kind of stuff. Maple knows about all that stuff because it's been trained on the data of the internet. And so it's able to make its best guess and give me a pretty rough estimate. And I know for me personally, this feels okay to me. A 2.7% increase, that's something I can live with. However, I don't want it to be much more than that. I don't want it to keep going up on an ongoing basis. However, time will tell. Have to see what my expenses do in actual terms as we go month to month. But I love tools like this because it gives me just a quick high-level snapshot rather than reading all the news websites and reading Twitter and all the other social media and seeing opinions that are all over the place and seeing lots of people who seem to know what they're talking about but have completely opposed opinions. This gives me an opportunity to come in here and use my personal data because none of them have my data. Nobody knows me and my family. I can share my personal, intimate expenses in here with Maple. I am reassured that nobody is going to see this except for me and for the AI. No other human beings will read this. And I can get something that's fairly personal and built just for me. So anyways, I hope that helps. Go to trymaple.ai. Let me bring up, we'll do it here. Come down, sign up for a free account, get started. And then as always, we have our plans. If you want to upgrade and start using it more for work and other things, you can do that as well. All right, thanks. Later.